Okay, hey guys, this is going to be a little bit different introduction to the video that's about to happen after this. So what is promoting this video today is I'm getting ready to grow a specific kind of mushroom. Now, you've already seen me start my wine cap mushroom bed, which is still doing its thing, and it'll take a couple months, but this is a different mushroom, and this is something that I've been looking forward to doing for a while. And I've had the culture that I have actually increased the amount of culture that I have on hand so that I don't have to buy anymore. And I learned all of that by research, and if you know anything about me, you know I love researching new things and learning more things about the things I already know. But something that has been concerning me for a while has been my brain and memory, especially since menopause. Menopause has really set it over the top for me. And I struggle to remember like simple words. I've noticed that in some of my videos, I struggle to think of what I'm saying. And I don't like that. And I know that my kids have pointed out to me that I forget things a lot. I forget that I've told them things. I forget that they've told me things. And so it's something that I've been struggling with. So I started researching and reached out to different channels and learned more and more about mushrooms, and lion's mane mushroom specifically. It is supposed to be, and it's not just somebody's word for it, but there's been studies done, and apparently it has shown great promise with people with Alzheimer's disease and dementia. And so I figured, well, maybe this is what I need to do, and grow my own mushrooms. So another thing that I was learning, okay, so once I grow the mushrooms, then what do I do with them? And the process that it requires to gain a beneficial mushroom powder is pretty involved. It requires drying the mushroom, not killing the mushroom with heat, so low heat drying. So I will be using my freeze dryer so that we can retain 97% of the nutrients in the process. And then once it's dried, then you have to add it to a 190 proof alcohol to extract the goodness out of it. And then after you extract the goodness out of it, then you take that, the actual mushroom material, you remove it from the alcohol. You then, it's called a double decoction. So you've done the first decoction with the alcohol, and then you take that mushroom matter, and once you remove the alcohol completely from it, well, not completely, but then you would put it into a water source and heat that water source up to a certain degree, and then take I believe you would take the two remnants of that and mix them together, and then freeze dry them into a powder, and then that's the medicinal that you need. Well, I happen to have a freeze dryer, and I've been saving money so that I could do this process, and so now I have the machinery that will allow me to extract that goodness from all of the benefits from the mushroom, and then do the freeze drying process, and then the boiling process, and then the freeze drying process. So it's going to be pretty involved, but I'm hoping that I will see benefits of it for me, and then maybe, you know, I'll be able to, I know that my mom is struggling sometimes with her memory as well, which that's normal because of the normal aging process. But I know multiple other people that I know, especially going through menopause right now, where they have what's called the menopause brain. And anyway, so that is the purpose of my video today, and to take you along with me. I've been growing the lion's mane mushroom mycelium in a see, here we go, in a bag of hardwood sawdust to colonize the entire thing with the mycelium before we break it apart and then put it into a bucket to feed off of hardwood pellets, as well as wood shavings. And so that is the process that I'm doing, and hopefully if you're interested in this, I will do updated videos along the way as the bucket colonizes and then the lion's mane begins growing. So that's the video for today. I hope you enjoy it. It's not much of a big deal, but maybe this information that I give at the very beginning of this video will be beneficial for many of you that might be interested in following the update, and then me doing the double decoction of the mushroom material that will be beneficial for me. And so I will do the update videos as soon as possible, but it'll take time for that bucket to colonize. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we'll see. And then once it starts growing and we harvest, I'll do another video, and then we'll do a video on the double decoction, freeze drying and turning into powder, and then capsulizing, which I already do capsulizing of herbal and botanical stuff that we have, and just regular vegetables and fruits that we have here at the homestead growing. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Good morning, everybody. So this is shavings, wood shavings that so our hose heats up like really freaking hot during the day. And so I've been soaking the wood shavings in the hot water, and we will be planting our mushroom bucket today. This will be lion's mane. This right here is wood pellet. I heated up our electric tea kettle and rehydrated those, and I'll be mixing them in with the wood shavings. This bucket, I have some tiny holes on the bottom, and then I have some larger holes all around the sides. And then here is my lion's mane. This is sawdust spawn that I've been growing. It has finally colonized pretty much the entire bag. There's a little bit down here that's not, but this is a good amount. As you can see, it's gone to the bottom on both sides. So we are going to go ahead and layer this with the pine shavings and the wood. So I'm going to try to set you up so you can watch me do this, and hopefully it works out. Don't judge me, I'm in my jammies still. All right. So we will go ahead and start. All right, so we got our wheelbarrow here full of our shavings. I'm just gonna start putting them in there, and they will go ahead and drain. It's wet, but it'll drain out the bottom. And then I'm gonna put some hardwood pellets And I'm gonna actually take this. Oh, Jess, whatever you're getting into, we're gonna break this up. Let's see, pretty solid. I might be able to do it better with it open. Alright, so we will take and crumble it up. Okay. And we will take some more wood shavings. And we're just going to continue to do this till we get to the top. Kind of trying to pack it down a bit. So the hope here is that the mushroom spawn will inoculate and feed off of the shavings as well as the hardwood pellets. I'm going to put a little bit of, cool that down a little bit. It's still pretty warm. Okay, and we just keep going until we get to the top. That's a nice chunk. Okay. That should keep it pretty moist for a while too. And the mycelium will just basically devour and this is like their feed source. The wood is their feed source. Try to compact this a little bit more. Add a little bit more of this. It'll take a little bit for this to colonize. Probably make this our last layer. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can bring this up closer. Can you see that? How it's colonized with white? That's mycelium growth. Okay. And we'll top it off with the rest of this sawdust. Okay. Now we will get a lid. So we will go ahead and get a lid, get this covered up. It will have air through the holes, drainage at the bottom, and we'll give this a couple weeks. We're going to put it on the north side of the house where it gets little to no sun and lots of shade. All right, so we got ourselves a lid, and I'm just going to seal it down, and I'm going to carry this beast to the front. As you can see, it's already been draining out down there underneath the chair. All right, so here we are. We are in the shade of the north-facing wall of the house, and that is where it'll stay. I have it propped up on a cement block. It'll still be able to drain, and we will come check it in a week or two. See if it has colonized the entire bucket, and then watch what happens from there.